that. You got to see the movie.
All right, how about this? When we last saw you, you were determined to find the Winter Soldier, redeem him. Are you on break in the middle of Avengers, or are you still actively doing that?
No, there's still a search. You're going to have to see the movie. I mean, they still try and incorporate each individual plot line and try and make sure that the arcs still stay true. But obviously, if we're going to try and juggle all these individual movies, you're going to have to kind of accept a certain type of suspended plot line temporarily. That's just the way these movies go.
Did they give you any choice as to what sort of color the Vision is going to be in this one? Because it had a lot of different costumes over the time.
There was a lot of discussion over it, yeah.
And how do you feel about the costume? In it?
It is the most extraordinarily beautifully designed thing. It's really an amazing piece of work that has nothing to do with me and a lot to do with a lot of other really creative and amazing people. And but it's the hottest thing I've ever worn in my life. Beside this jean jacket right now.
Oh, I'm any creative musing from Mr. Downey about like finally being a part of the Flesh and Blood cast?
No, he welcomed me onto set and had a little speech for everybody. It was a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun.
So then how do you engineer it in a way that's really on story and on point and has good character moments? And it's not just a fight that's cool, it's the reason for it and the aftermath of it that is one of the things that drives the story.
Does Mr. Stark get involved in assembling Ultron?
Certainly would never do anything like that on purpose. Tony's a great guy.
So talk to me about the chemistry on set. Who's the biggest troublemaker when all you guys are together?
Renner.
How so?
He's just the coolest. I call him Lord of the Underworld. He's Pluto, Lord of the Underworld.
And what's your nickname?
I don't know, like, what happened? Did you just leave in a helicopter? That guy. I'm that guy.
Thanks, guys.
Any roses for us? Any what? Any roses?
You know what? I should have brought some yellows. Oh, that's sympathy.
So, footage shows Thor's hand on Mr. Stark's throat. What's the trouble? What's caused
the similar thing to the first one. I think they're just the sort of jostling for power, and that's the problem with the team is there's this team, but no one is a clear leader, and so there's that kind of bickering and what have you arises.
should be the leader?
No, I think it's Cap. He has the least amount of ego, I think, and the smarts to do it. And I think we always kind of do refer to him. I think eventually, it just takes a rough road to get there sometimes.
Can you give us some idea of what Thor's been up to between the Dark World and Avengers 2?
He's been on Earth, and he's settled in with the team, and he's hanging out, and so he's a little looser than we've seen him in the past. We see him in civilian clothes, and he's not constantly dressed up as Thor, and which is nice. It's a different dynamic to play with.
What's it like being the new blood in a cast with so many returning people?
It was possibly going to be a really daunting experience, but everyone welcomed us with open arms.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
And we hit the ground running from the first day of shooting, and we're going to be there till the last day of shooting. So it feels like we've been fully in it.
Is there pressure or any jokes about you having to do things very quickly on set, or we're all relying on that in post?
No, the other day I had to. Well, I can't really say, but the other day I had to run around in a circle. Let's just put it that way, and it was such a tight circle that. And it was they shoot it all on like a 125 frame per second kind of thing. And then they can speed it up. And I was running, but it was such a small proximity that it was literally just like. I'm so sorry, this is so boring for you guys. But I literally had to lap it about 5 times, and then. Sometimes it gets kind of like it's kind of funny because you do these passes. I got to do a lot of runs and try and make it kind of dynamic. And sometimes they want me to move my arms a lot, so then I'm like. Like when I'm running, just change it up a bit,
Thank you.
Thanks. Good night.
Oh.